Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This show is called Real Estate and Home Improvement. We've been hearing from people all week on how to improve your property, who you should trust to be your plumber and your roofer. But it all starts with your realtor. You need a good, honest, decent realtor that you could count on, and a lender that will do you right and steer you in the right direction. Our next guest, two guests, they're experts. Carrie Casper and Darren Lee. Welcome, both of you. Now, Carrie, you're with
Realty Concepts.
Realty Concepts, and Darren, you're with Royal Charter Mortgage.
Correct.
Now, by the way, Carrie, how'd you get wrapped up in this bag, this realtor thing?
Oh, when I was 13, we had to find a new home. And we had to sell our home at the same time. So sale contingency, which is always difficult to do. And we had a realtor who was absolutely amazing. Every home that we had identified as a potential home was an escrow. So there was nothing on the market for us, and our house was being sold.
Was this down in Beverly Hills or
No,
Fresno?
this was in Fresno.
Okay.
And she went door knocking, and she called every brokerage and said, I have to get these people into a house. And she got us into a house that we loved for 30 years.
Oh my goodness! So she found one. I mean,
she was inspirational to me. She really showed me what it takes to be a real estate agent. Is you have to really care about your client and really want the best for them and do whatever you can to get the best for them.
Did you see some of that again last year where you couldn't find houses, right?
Yeah.
It was hard to find. Yeah.
I sell a lot of homes that are off the market.
Off the market. So, you said, your realtor knocked on doors till she found you a house.
Yep, but I got my start because I graduated from UCLA, and I had always dreamed of being in the music industry. And I got a job at a major recording studio and music company. We had our 97 was our best year ever, and we had a blowout Christmas party at the legendary Chasen's. The next year was our worst year ever.
Yikes.
And our Christmas party was in the commissary.
Oh my goodness.
So I realized that the music industry was not what it used to be. I looked in the Hollywood Reporter in the classified section, and I found an ad asking for an assistant to a top Beverly Hills real estate agent. And I thought, well, I could do that. And the next thing I knew, I had lucked out and got a job with Jade Mills, and from there, the story goes.
What a great entry point, Beverly Hills. Yeah. Well, at least you got to do that music thing. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
You got to do it, and now you're here in Fresno doing real estate.
Yes.
By the way, Darren, welcome.
Thank you.
And how are the interest rates? Up, down, medium?
They are a little up. The prime rate just got increased a little bit. They're still trying to combat the inflation, but they're still well below the average for mortgages. So
Yeah, I feel that people the rates are no, they went normal. They went to where they're supposed to be.
it's a much more normal market. That's a better way to.
When I started in the business, it was 9%.
Yeah, my first house was 9%. We're happy. We're happy to get 9%. Oh my goodness.
It's all relative.
And 8% is the 50-year average. So you're still getting a steal.
You're below average then.
Yeah,
Still below
definitely.
average. Anyhow, I mean, I bought a house 9% in the Tower District here. Sold it for 10 years later. I over doubled my value what I had bought it for. So, it's just a matter of hang on to it for a little while, and the value is always going to be there. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're the expert on real estate. Now, we had a fun idea to say, what can you get around the country?
If you don't mind, if we just backtrack for a second. A lot of people are concerned about the interest rates. You need to be concerned about your purchase price.
Purchase price, okay.
The purchase price stays with you. The mortgage rate can change. And Darren can speak to that.
How do you change your mortgage rate?
I mean, the catchy phrase would be to marry the house and date the rate, right? So you're going to you hear that often, and it just essentially means you're buying this appreciating asset, that you're going to live in. It's going to be your home, and then rates are going to, continue to move down and up. We came out of a historic low interest rates, and people couldn't refinance fast enough, and they saved, probably tens of thousands, if not more. So that will continue. So
you refinance. That's
of
how
course,
you change your rate.
Of course,
Okay.
you refinance that. But to Carrie's point, once you've paid your purchase price, that's not something you can go back and
Right.
redo.
Oh, I see,
Like you've purchased the house, it's there. But with the market shifting more towards, more friendly to buyers these days, what you're going to see is you're going to get a much better price. And yes, the interest rates are a little bit higher, but guys, guess what? That's why this happened. The interest rates going up is what put the market more back to normal and much more friendly for buyers. And so, yes, your interest rates are going to be a little bit higher, still well below average. And when most of the experts are forecasting lower rates by the end of the year, so certainly by the end of the year or into next year, you refinance, and now you've got the house that you wanted that you
Right.
probably couldn't have gotten 6 months ago
I see.
because you would have been outbid by six other people, and now you can you just change the rate.
So would you say it's a good time to buy and a good time to sell?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're still in the unicorn market. I call it the unicorn market because it's the best of everything. But what I look at is if I go back in time a year ago, $500,000 house would sell for $600,000. And yeah, you had a lower interest rate, but that house cost you $600,000. In today's market, I can get you the $500,000 house for $460,000. And yeah, the rates are slightly higher, still below normal. And then refi.
Yeah, yeah. But they're not prohibitive. You're not getting into something you can't afford. It's pretty decent rates now. In a year or two, who knows? Down the road, you do the refi.
Absolutely.
One of the interesting statistics that I've heard several times now that a lot of the people, as high as 78% of the people that purchased homes in the last 2 years weren't happy with the home that they purchased. There was a lot of pressure because the market was so fast and furious. So you didn't really have time. So if something came up, I think people felt that pressure that they needed to just get in there and get what they could. Anybody that accepted their offer, and then they that's the house that they ended up with.
That's so true.
Now's the time you can shop, get what you need.
Take your
Yeah.
time. It's a more normal.
You used to have to be the first person into the house
Yeah.
once it went on market.
Two of my friends bought, and they each paid 50 or 60 over asking. They just put that in the offer, just to get a house. But yeah, now there's some regret.
Well, we're talking about a basis of $500,000, $500,000. So I thought it would be fun to look
Yeah.
at what you can get.
Yeah, Carrie brought. She's the most fun person, by the way. Besides being a great realtor, she's going to show us some houses around the country, right? That you can get for $500,000. The first one
So
is
first, we are in the Upper West Side of New York City. My old stomping grounds. Used to live there. For $500,000, you can get a fourth floor walk-up.
oh my, no elevators. Is that what
No
that means?
elevator.
Oh my goodness.
So you're walking those groceries up yourself. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. They brag that there are 6 windows.
Yeah. Now, is this the bedroom on that unit?
So this is the bedroom. Easily accommodates a twin bed.
$500,000.
And the HOA fees are $1,044. So if you thought your mortgage was bad enough, go ahead and add 50% more to that.
Wow.
So now let's look at San Francisco. This is in new construction condominium complex, galley kitchen, and this is a studio plus bath. It is a grand total of 339 square feet.
Oh my goodness.
Your living room is likely larger than this studio apartment.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the floor plan, right?
That's the floor plan, and I like that they cut out a place for a sleeping alcove.
Sleeping alcove. So it's a studio apartment.
So
basically,
it's
yeah.
a closet that you can put a bed in.
Oh boy.
And the HOA on that is $598.
Unbelievable. Now this next one is in where?
This is Maui. So if you're looking for sunny days and beautiful shores, you can take a time capsule trip back to 1980.
How many windows can you count in that room?
Yeah, I'm not sure
That's
about
it. There's
that.
only one. We
but
could see that.
This is 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 750 square feet, and wow, look at the size of that bedroom. You could
Yeah.
actually wedge a full-size bed in there.
Nice. And this is there too, or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. This Hawaii also.
And then, yes. Oh, again, let's time travel back to 1980. Nothing's been updated.
Oh my goodness.
So you're starting at 500,000 and you're working up from there.
700 some square foot. That's a teeny place.
Yep.
Like you said, my living room is that size of the whole apartment.
If you have children and you only have $500,000 to spend,
Yeah.
don't move to Maui.
Don't move to Maui. And by the way, this is the one I like the best because you said, what can you get in Beverly Hills for 500,000?
I looked for what I can get in Beverly Hills for $500,000, and what I can get is a hillside.
Yeah, dirt. A hillside you can't build on.
No,
Okay.
unless you're going to spend a lot of money with engineers to do a cantilever.
Yeah.
These are, I mean, at the easy price of $249,000 to $275,000. Oh, but wait, it's in 90210,
Yeah, you got the good zip code.
but it's not Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh no.
It's a little place that's called Beverly Hills Post Office. So that means you don't have access to the Beverly Hills schools, all the Beverly Hills utilities, fire, police department. You are part of the city of Los Angeles.
You're really LA, aren't you? Now, question is, what can you get in Fresno? Is that our question? Is that where we're heading with this?
What you can get in Fresno is a gold mine. I mean, this is in 93619 Clovis.
Oh, Clovis, wow.
This is $500,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's got a 2-car garage. Didn't see any garages in those other
no
ones.
garages at all.
Nope.
And Clovis schools, too.
Yes.
Oh, look at that beautiful kitchen.
It's 2,019 square feet. And then if we keep going.
I think that's it. That's all we have on it. Sorry.
Okay. Well, then I should tell you the primary bathroom is the size of most of the other units I showed you.
The entire unit. Oh, my goodness. So 500,000. So Fresno is a place to live and to buy if you want to own a nice family-style home.
This is a hot market. It is never too late to invest in this market.
That's great. Darren, what does somebody have to come up with to even start doing the application? They need the bank statements or something like that?
So I typically, spend a few minutes with folks at least explaining, what we need, and it's, the financial documents, and we run credit, and we do those things to get the picture of their financial profile, and then since we're a brokerage, I have 8 different lenders, multiple different programs, so then it's individualized. I look to what that particular client, their profile is, and what would be the best lender, and then within that lender, what product would be the best, whether it's low, out of pocket, or just strictly interest rate.
This is what I've learned as host of the Real Estate Show. Number one thing you do is call Carrie Casper. And then before she shows you any houses, maybe I'm wrong, she's going to have you talk to Darren to see what you can really afford.
There you go.
You've seen that, right? You show somebody houses and
Absolutely.
we want this, and they go, and it's just out of their range.
And I say, let's be realistic, but also, when I first got into this industry, I thought you had to have 20% down to buy a house. And it turns out there are all sorts of loan products that can get you in well under that. Home ownership is really available to everyone.
Everyone, right. These people, I know people are paying $2,500 or $3,000 a month in rent.
Yes.
They should be calling Carrie Casper, right?
What you could pay for a home, if you're paying rent right now on a house, you can afford to buy a home.
Buy a home, yeah. And rent goes up every year, but housing, do they go up every year, Darren, or your
Certainly.
payment stays the same?
Oh, most of the programs these days are just looking at a fixed rate, but we do have some interesting programs that, while they're fixed, they allow especially somebody that's transitioning from a rental, it can actually start their interest rate at like 2 or 3 percentage points less for the first year.
And then climb
So
up
it's
to
still
market.
just kind of ease into that.
Yeah.
So save you quite a bit of money in the first years as you're getting used to that. And then no penalty for refinancing.
So nobody should be afraid to talk to you.
No.
Just find out. It's free to call, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Call Carrie Casper
And
if you're renting or thinking of buying, and just find out where you stand.
Yeah. If you want to know what your home is worth, you're curious, that's fine. Call me. I'm happy to help you, happy to give you an estimate on your home's value. And if you're a renter, let's meet up and see what we can do from there.
What else you want our viewers to know before we go? We're out of time, I was going to say, but I could talk to you guys all day because you guys are fascinating.
Well, I will let everyone know that I think blue cheese is an abomination.
Okay, there you go. Everything you wanted
Did
to know
not know
about
that.
Carrie Casper. By the way, you can call Carrie direct. That's your direct number, right?
That is my direct number.
559-472-0315.
And you can message me as well.
Oh, text on that number? Good. And by the way, I'm going to go backwards here a little because, Darren, I wanted to put your number on the screen for a minute, Darren, before
Appreciate
we go.
it.
And there's Darren's number. Call him up, 559-977-4266, Royal Charter Mortgage.
Correct.
Think we covered enough?
All right.
I think
Yeah.
it's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Call Carrie Casper. She'll take good care of you guys, I promise. And we're going to click out of here. I'm the clicker today. We'll be right back with more home improvement and real estate show right after this.